so fast. Like, his Luigi is just everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
Very slippery.
Really takes advantage of Luigi's burst move with his wave dashes.
And also one of the Luigis who really, really pushes the wave landing, right? Like, he's on platforms, wave dashing, wave landing a lot, and it can be really frightening.
Makes him super hard to hit too, just because he can be here or there at any given moment.
Yep. And I think part of the reason why it works so well for him is the way that Luigi works, right? Like, if you're Luigi, if you're playing against Luigi, you want to get that, like, super juicy hit because anything else he's going to be able to hit his way out of. And with Casper being such a shifty target, or sorry, with Kurv being such a shifty target, it's hard for him to, like, it's hard for you to get that juicy hit in the first place.
Yeah. And his wavelands, when Kurv decides to go in, it's off a waveland or off an aerial with the waveland. And at low percents, he's able to get that nair if you decide to hit him off of it too. Which Luigi's just, you know, they live for it. You know?
Yeah. That's the Luigi, right? Oh, he goes for that up smash. Not getting a big combo here.
Yeah, just carried him all the way to the top.
Kurv trying to nair his way out, but he either gets caught between the nairs or it trades, and Nut continues to find this big punish. All right, so 3 stocks to 2. Great job by Nut to just juggle him up there forever with those up airs.
Yeah, it was just kind of like not allowing Kurv to get the easy stuff, you know? The falling nairs, he just punched him with like a crouch cancel down tilt, or just caught him with the up air before he's able to hit him. He's really using his hitboxes to his advantage.
Oh, he finds the nair. Can he get something off of it? God, that was fast. Just barely not connecting the dare. Kurv, you know, like we talked about, he's very strong off of the platforms. He loves those waveland approaches. So oftentimes he sort of lives on that side platform. And part of the game plan against Kurv has to be like finding a way to either challenge him on that platform, which is really hard to do because he's so slippery, or trying to like get him to come down, like get him to make that decision and punish him for it.
Yeah.
So
and you see it right there with Nut, who was just kind of hovering around the area and forcing it, or just kind of baiting him out.
Yeah.
Luring him towards like center stage, or is able to trade with him.
Yeah, it's like the classic bait where you just like stand in a place where he could probably get to you, but you're ready to move.
Yeah, just kind of like setting off the alarm.
Yeah. Kurv able to find that one. Good job to steal the ledge and then react and get that F smash. So 2 stocks to 1. Let's see if Kurv can make something happen. What patience by Nut to just shield all of those and then get the grab when he needs to.
Not just kind of like leaving himself in really good spots. I feel like he's just kind of maybe figured out a little bit something about where Kurv wants to throw out his aerials. And it's really obvious, or it's the most obvious when you just see him chilling in one spot with the shield, or just throwing out a hitbox in one place and just staying there after he throws it out. Because he knows like what a good spot he's in.
Yeah, I think, you know, one of the things I've heard some of the top players say about Kurv is that when you recognize his movement pattern, you can see that some of his movement doesn't carry a threat. And once you recognize that, you can kind of play and really focus for that threat-based movement. So that's something I think that Nut is really taking advantage of right now. It's like you said, he stands in that one place and he's like, oh, that movement doesn't actually carry a threat with it, so I'm cool to just chill.
Yeah.
And then he reacts when the movement does carry the threat.
It's just such a big call out.
Yeah.
It's really subtle, but it's like it kind of screams loudly.
It's one of those, if you don't know what's going on, it looks really random, but then when you understand the situation, it's like, oh, wow, there's an outplay happening here. Yeah. So, something I personally really struggle with is I have a really hard time like doing threat movement without actually putting out the threat, right? Like doing something that I could hit you with without actually trying to like throw out that aerial or whatever. And so I think that like players that really understand that like interaction of like I can move towards you without doing the aerial because you think I'm going to, that's like a big like moment in your understanding of the game is when you can internalize that.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that Kurv has been really improving at, and that's a big part of the reason why you've seen so much improvement in his overall game plan.
Yeah. Which I'll show it.
Nut trying to respond with a bit of movement of his own. Earlier we were talking about how he was sort of standing still a little bit, waiting for Kurv to come to him. There we see a lot of wave dashing and moving around himself. Nut definitely no slowpoke.
Yeah, you see, Nut's kind of showing off his platform movement a little bit too. It's kind of it's his counterplay, and it's working pretty well because it's just kind of like cutting off Kurv's platform movement.
Yeah,
like you can't waveland over here. This is where I'm gonna throw out a hitbox, or this is where I'm gonna waveland and just slowly inch towards him. And it's tough for Kurv because he's then forced to just throw himself into the corner. Because usually this is from when Nut's in a position of center. So he's going to get like the center part of the platform.
Yep. Yeah, and one of the like big challenges with Luigi, right, is he has very weak aerial drift. So basically, if he wants to challenge a space above him, he has to get all the way under that space and then go up, right? So it's like this L motion, whereas most characters would take the diagonal that makes that triangle off of the L. So if you can get Kurv to move towards the corner, like if you're on the edge of the side platform and you dash in while the Luigi tries to challenge you, you can just take center for so free because he has to spend so much time getting to the edge and then going up and coming down. And you just get to sit in center because of it. So there's like a huge baiting game that's happening there, and I think Nut's really taking advantage of that.
Oh, for sure. I like that drop through the side platform. Pretty tricky.
So many players like just assume that, oh, you're going to land on the side platform. I'm safe standing under it. And then you just don't, and they're like, oh, shit.
I'm not sure if it's just like I'm noticing it more recently, but I feel like a lot of players have been doing that.
Yeah, it's definitely something I've recently incorporated into my game, and it's actually just so good.
It's so good.
You catch them so often where they're just like, what?
And then you go to platform safely again after you just hit them once.
Yeah.
Then they're scared. It's like, oh, yes.
Yeah. And then you don't have to worry about that, like, challenge. Like, right? Like, you're like, it's always so scary when you're, like, landing on the platform and they're just like, haha. And you want to, like, throw out the hitbox or whatever, but you don't have to. Yeah, it's big. All right. So, not able to take another one.
I feel like we're going to see a pretty big shift in game plan from Kurv here, because it didn't seem like Nut was too pressured. It's like, oh, too pressured at all. Yeah.
Let's see how Kurv approaches this game. He goes for Dreamland, gives him a little bit more space. He gets to move around a bit more. That said, I feel like, you know, like we talked about earlier, I don't really think Nut's reacting to the movement in the way that Kurv needs him to get the advantage. Oh, gets the misfire when he needs it, but now he's in another juggle situation. A little harder for Nut to find it on Dreamland, right? You gotta, you basically do have to commit to the double jump if you're gonna stop him from landing on top platform. It's not like completely true, but it's pretty close.
And Kurv, he had enough pressure at that point to kind of scare Nut from the aerial, so he's able to come down safely because of it, I think.
Ooh. Oh. What a bait. That was so sick to use the needle charge as like I'm doing something to force out that spot dodge or air dodge.
Oh, nice.
You see Kurv, every time he's in the air, he's throwing out that wall of aerials. It's down air, down air, nair, down air, down air, back air. He's really making it so that Nut feels like he can't go at him.
Alright, looks like also I'll say Kurv was trying to force the situation too hard. The down B and neutral ballsy, get a lot off of it though, and you get to charge up your recovery too.
Yeah.
Didn't look like he matched there.
Huh. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
He's going to have to play from a stock down right here a little bit. Let's see what he can see. Ooh, just barely missing that waveland. Nut definitely going to be able to find a big punish there. Not only does Nut get up 100%, he's able to claim center stage and force Kurv to the corner. And he's still taking advantage of that. Ooh, nice up air. I really like that placement. Oh, he just slides off with an air.
Yeah.
Wild. Another misfire.
Yeah, second one this game.
Down throw? No, he goes for the F throw.
Yeah, just going to throw him in edge guard position.
Gets the up B.
Nice.
That's going to kill. Nice. That was tricky.
Oh.
Good bit of movement there by Kurv in the corner, but Nut just calls it out with a fair.
Yeah.
That's going to take the stock.
Kind of rough. Looks like, kind of seemed like Nut knew he was going to throw out an aerial right there. One of it stems from his drop down platform on the inside of the stage.
Ooh, he gets the down B. What can he find off it? He feels forced to shield because of that nair coming down. Ooh, but Kurv finds an nair of his own. Catches the get-up attack on the top platform. Oh, Nut reverses the situation.
Wow.
Kurv gets a soft hit.
Really good combo.
Yeah.
That's a comeback combo.
Yeah, I haven't really seen that before where you confirm a soft hit into that strong hitbox of up B. It's wild. Oh, ooh,
Yeah.
the trade really not working out in Kurv's favor.
Nut just needs trays right here.
Yeah, he's able to nair out. I don't think there's, yeah, no.
That's going to be it.
All right, good stuff to Nut. He's able to take that 3-0 over Kurv. I thought Kurv looked really strong throughout that set, but Nut was able to just kind of call out his movement a few too many times. Thanks, Nut. Nut informing us that all of us are wearing glasses. Apparently that makes us a gang, so welcome to the gang.
It's very gang.
Thanks for the insight, Nut. All right, so I'm imagining, is it going to be the other side of losers quarters, or are we going to go straight to losers semis? Oh, we're going to do winners finals first? Okay.
This is Army versus Squid.
Yep.
This is the eternal battle.
Yeah.
The Nimbo rivalry.
So I've been talking to Squid about this matchup a lot. Squid thinks he's found a lot of stuff that should be really effective in this matchup. Like, he's been really grinding it out. He's sort of taken some inspiration from Fiction and started to learn a bit more about how Ices work, even though Fiction's looking at it from the Fox matchup.
A lot of stuff's like really applicable as Falco.
Yeah, absolutely, especially in understanding how Ices work, how Nanas work, what she's looking for. So Squid feels like he's got like a lot of good answers in the matchup, but that win-loss record not really showing it yet. So
yeah,
I think Squid's got like one win in the last couple weeks, and Army's got a good number of losses. So, or sorry, Army's got a good number of wins over him. So we'll see if today's different or if Army's going to force Squid down to losers once again. Let's see.
I feel like these guys have like their ebbs and flows.
Yeah, absolutely.
Squid definitely not slacking in this matchup.
Absolutely not.
He's always trying. Yeah, he's always trying to innovate it as much as he can.
Now, one funny thing that I hate